Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Bishop Carroll Family Stadium for today's Greater Wichita Athletic League doubleheader featuring the Wichita Northwest Grizzlies and the Bishop Carroll Golden Eagles. JV contest will be tipping off here at the top of the hour. And the good news is the weather's a heck of a lot better today than it was at this time yesterday. It is partly cloudy. Temperature currently 84 degrees. It is very humid, hot on the field, and there is a chance of rain. Rain is in the forecast for tonight, but we're thinking that the rain will hold out until all of the soccer play is completed. Glad you're with us wherever you are on planet Earth. You're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel. Back into This is Grizzly Soccer.
Intrust Bank is a major sponsor of the Northwest Soccer program through the Eric Profit Scholarship Tournament. At Intrust Bank, we place our values at the center of everything we do. It's a philosophy we have followed for more than 140 years. This principled approach to business is encapsulated into 3 words: tradition for today. This principle makes us different from the rest. Check out Intrust Bank today at intrustbank.com.
Campaign of this property and it's sold right. Shall we book it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I love it.
Hi friends, Bill Nightingale, General Manager of Mel Hamilton Ford. Are you looking for a used car, truck, or SUV? With the largest selection in the state, you're sure to find the vehicle you're searching for at Mel Hamilton Ford. At the Big Corner, customers are number one, so every used vehicle is checked out in our shop by a certified technician before it goes out on the lot for sale. Shop Mel Hamilton Ford first, a dealer you can trust. Visit us out on West Kellogg today or shop us online at mhford.com. Mel Hamilton Ford, experience the difference.
Grizzly Soccer Online is supported by Todd Eflin Narrates. I'm the voice you hear on our sponsor announcements. My wife is an alum of Northwest, and this is my 6th season as your announcer. I was a longtime radio personality in Wichita and now do full-time voice acting. You can use my voice for your business, like product or training videos, telephone systems, radio or TV spots, and audiobooks. Learn more online at toddeflin.com. That's TODDEFLIN.com.
Whistle blows. Shot. Score! Grizzlies win!
Wichita Northwest Grizzlies Soccer is on the air. Welcome to everyone in Grizzly Nation to another webcast of your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies as they take on the best teams in Kansas and pursue a 6A state title. Follow your Grizzlies all season long on youtube.com/NWHSGrizz. Today's webcast is brought to you through the support of the many sponsors of this year's Eric Profit Scholarship Golf Tournament, including the following: Mel Hamilton Ford on the Big Corner of 119th West in Kellogg. We're better. We're proving it. You be the judge. Thank you, Lisa Hamilton. And by Aerotech Engineering, 5555 North 119th Street West in Mays, serving customers that rank among the world's largest manufacturers of civilian and military aircraft. Thank you, Tom Simon, and everyone at Aerotech Engineering. By Tom Lassiter and Gleason, Gooing, Colson, and Kitch, attorneys in the Epic Center at 301 North Main. We believe our clients' best interests and needs are our own. By Intrust Bank of Wichita, 105 North Main with branches throughout Sedgwick County. Intrust is built on value. We change to meet the times, but we will never change our principles. By Dan Garreau and the law firm of Dugan & Garreau, experts in personal injury, business law, workers' compensation, wills, and trusts. Now with our new location at 3636 North Ridge Road, Suite 100. By McCurdy Real Estate and Auction on East 13th Street, just east of K96, serving Kansas, Missouri, and Oklahoma for over 40 years. Real estate, but better. By the Joe and Judy Coughlin and the Chris and Jan Shoemaker families, strong supporters of Grizzly soccer through the Eric Profit Memorial Soccer Fund. By Emerson Biggins, 808 East Douglas at the east edge of Old Town. Come visit Emerson Biggins and enjoy the great food, cold brews, and hospitality of Luis Lopez and his staff today. By Hurricane Sports Bar at the corner of 13th and Tyler. Luis Lopez has brought his hospitality west to make it convenient to Grizzly Nation. By Credit Union of America, where members are the owners. With branches all over the Wichita metro area, Credit Union of America stands ready to serve you. By Todd Eflin narrates. Hey, that's me. Voiceovers for audiobooks, product or promotional videos, telephone systems, and business commercials. By the Robert L. Gould Foundation, a philanthropic trust assisting the educational needs of young people at Northwest for over 10 years. By the Eric Profit Memorial Soccer Fund, providing scholarship assistance to Northwest soccer seniors each year through the support of the Eric Profit Scholarship Golf Tournament. And by the many other sponsors who make this webcast possible. And now, to the field and to the voice of the Grizzlies, Kevin Arkin.
Thanks again, Todd Eflin. Again, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Bishop Carroll Family Stadium. Today, the Grizzlies will take on the Golden Eagles in a City League doubleheader. That means virtually nothing to Bishop Carroll. They have already clinched the City League by virtue of their varsity win over Cape and Mount Carmel a few days ago. The Grizzlies, however, do have a lot of meaning for this game because they're still looking at seeding possibilities. And if somehow the Grizzlies can forge an upset in the varsity contest today, it would be huge for seeding purposes and would almost ensure that they would get 2 home games in next week's sub-state playoffs. We'll talk more about that later on. In the meantime, we have some junior varsity business to take care of, and we have seen this junior varsity squad of Bishop Carroll before because they played in our tournament several weeks ago, although they were not in our bracket. They were in the same bracket with Washburn. And with 6 minutes to go, I'm going to go ahead and give you the starting lineups for both teams as we have them. These are projected starting lineups, and we'll start with the home team. That's the Bishop Carroll Golden Eagles. They will be wearing green. They're solid green uniforms with gold numerals and gold trim here this afternoon. In goal for the Eagles is freshman number 87, Josie Klausmeyer. Sophomore number 3, midfielder Ann Timmermeyer. Senior defender number 6, Emma Ellsworth. Junior forward number 9, Iris Howie. Sophomore midfielder number 14, Rose Timmermeyer. Freshman defender number 17, Rachel Hawkins. Junior forward number 25, Landry Steben. Freshman defender number 35, Abigail Meyer. Junior midfielder number 40, Olivia Stahlbaumer. And that's the starting lineup for Bishop Carroll. Coaching staff of Carroll consists of the head coach of the program is Greg Rock, and the assistants and JV coaches are Kurt Jurgensen Harold Stimmel, Dan Barry, and Carlos Orwela. Now, these projected starters for your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies. The visiting team, they will be wearing their road whites with blue numerals and blue trunks today. In goal, freshman number 1, April Isbell. On defense, freshman number 2, Nevaeh Villa. Freshman number 4, Geraldine Ailman Moronis at midfield. Freshman number 7, Amaya Bates at midfield. Freshman number 8, Clarabelle Gutierrez Ramirez at midfield. At forward, junior number 9, Savannah Randall. On defense, freshman number 11, Reese Johnson. Midfielder number 12 is freshman J.C. Shore. Midfield, number 14, freshman Brooklyn Munoz. Freshman defender number 16, Amaya Alvarez. And sophomore freshman slash forward, or sophomore defender slash forward is what I'm trying to babble here, is number 18, Kylena Hallman. Junior varsity coach is Christina Commons, and the head coach of our program is Austin Clifton. Getting ready to kick it off here. The refs are already ready to go, and we still show 3 minutes on the clock. We'll go ahead and get ready as well. Let's take one more quick timeout, and then we'll be back with the OHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel, and this is Grizzly Soccer.
When I was a child, we'd go to the original Credit Union of America on Ellis Street, and they'd always give me a red lollipop.
My car needed repairs, and my mechanic delivered the news that it was going to cost quite a bit more than I had planned for.
I love my job as a teacher, but it can be tough. Recently, I received a box filled with classroom supplies from Credit Union of America.
It all started with the lollipop.
It all started with a box of school supplies.
It started with a personal loan, but today,
Credit Union of America
is so much more to me.
Where will you start? Learn more at cuofamerica.com.
Bishop Carroll will kick it off to start the game. They'll be playing from north to south or right to left as you're watching your computer screen. And we are underway. Northwest again in their road whites, Carroll in their home greens. And Carroll with the ball on the far side of the field. Sends it down, and Nevaeh Villa sends it back to center. Intercepted there by Carroll. And it would behoove the Grizzlies today to do some good quality passing throughout the contest, lest they be in trouble. Here's Carroll making a run, 3-on-4. Pass wide side, centering pass is blocked, and a pretty nice play there by Kylena Hallman on defense to block that pass. And April Isbell will have a goalkeeper distribution. Wind blowing out of the south at about 10 miles an hour, and it is at the back of the Grizzlies here in the first half. Where? I have a critter here fighting me for the window. Oh, yeah, there it is. Get out of here. Thank you. I never miss. Grizzlies with the ball, bringing it to center. Reese Johnson has it taken off of her foot. Nevaeh Villa over there to get it. And it goes out of play. Or they did call a foul, and it looks like the foul will be on Northwest then. And it will be a free kick from the 30-yard line. This is a multi-purpose field here at Carroll. Football and soccer both played on this field. The soccer markings are in black, so at home you're essentially not going to be able to see them. There's a touch, and the ball sent forward, projected by Amaya Alvarez. Goes out wide, and it will be a throw-in for Northwest. Reese Johnson will take it. She sends it into Villa, back to Johnson. Johnson has her pass forward intercepted by Carroll, and here come the Eagles back. And this one goes out of play, and it looks like it'll be a Northwest throw in. And back out to center it comes, but there's nobody home. Maya Bates can't get to it. And Carroll bringing it down the floor. On the far side, J.C. Shore trying to pass it wide to Munoz. Munoz has it now, can't get it forward. Ball loose at center, and coming back to get it is Savannah Randall. And then Carroll takes it away, and here we go again. Alvarez back for Northwest, sends it to Hallman. Hallman up the near side to Randall. Randall, nice centering pass for Clarabelle. Clarabelle back to Randall. And Randall sending one into Bishop Carroll territory. Amaya Bates giving chase at the 20. And Carroll comes away with it. One thing about these Bishop Carroll teams, they play great possession ball and provide great possession passing. So that's something we'll be seeing a lot of here today. 4 minutes gone, first half, no score. This is the JV contest. Varsity contest will be along around 6:30 or so. And we want to thank our hosts here, the athletic director of Bishop Carroll, Tyler Frazier, and assistant principal Mike Skaggs for their hospitality. Always a pleasure working with those gentlemen. This is a fierce but a very friendly rivalry between these two schools, which are located only 1.5 miles apart. Bates gets one, drives it in, and can't get the shot off. Now a foul's called. It'll be a free kick for Northwest, just outside the penalty area. We'll see who takes this. Looks like it's going to be Nevaeh Villa taking it. Awaiting the restart whistle. And here we go. There's the shot and a save by the Bishop Carroll goalkeeper, Klausmeyer. Wide it comes. Coming back to get it is Randall. Randall sends it back to Alvarez. Alvarez back to Ramirez. Here she brings it up to the 30-25. Now she lost it. You can't lead yourself by very much without getting a green shirt in the way. Here come the Eagles. Down the near side, an opportunity for Bishop Carroll. This one's sent back out towards center. And that shot is through the wickets of Isbell and a score for Carroll. Well, that was unfortunate. April was there, just could not corral the ball, and it ends up being an early lead here for Bishop Carroll with 23:38 to go in the first. Up the middle, too far for Bates. That one is tipped out of play. It'll belong to Northwest. on the far side. Carroll and Northwest both fighting for it. And nice clearing pass that time by Alvarez. And now Northwest has a player on the turf. Not exactly sure what happened there. Coach Commons and the Bishop Carroll trainer both, actually that's the Bishop Carroll coach, both attending to whomever that is down. We cannot tell. Looks like a leg cramp. Now, Coach Commons is doing an excellent job of blocking my view here, so I cannot tell you who it is, but she is down and looks like she will be down for a bit. Let's go ahead and take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back. This is
Grizzly Soccer Online is supported by Todd Eflin Narrates. I'm the voice you hear on our sponsor announcements. My wife is an alum of Northwest, and this is my 6th season as your announcer. I was a longtime radio personality in Wichita and now do full-time voice acting. You can use my voice for your business, like product or training videos, telephone systems, radio or TV spots, and audiobooks. Learn more online at toddeflin.com. That's TODDEFLIN.com.
Brooklyn Munoz is the injured player. And the good news is she's walking off under her own power. They were working on her leg, and I don't know if that was a muscle cramp or something else. You know, when you're playing on artificial surface, you get a lot of non-contact injuries, and that may have been one of them.
That last goal by Bishop Carroll was by number 17, Rachel Arkin, unassisted.
Rachel Hawkins, the defender for Bishop Carroll, is the goal scorer. And no assist was credited on the goal. Here comes Carroll again. There's another shot and a save by Isbell. April brings it out top of the key and punts it out with the aid of the wind, gets it out to center and beyond. Now they've given an assist on the goal. Oh, they corrected it. Excuse me. So instead of Hawkins, Grace Klaus, the freshman defender, is the goal scorer. And we have a goal kick coming for April. 1-0, Grizzlies trail, 8 minutes gone, first half. Goal kick is very short. Out here to Ramirez, now off on the near side. Hallman tries to set one up to Bates, can't get it to her. Back in, Hallman blocks it. And Savannah Randall comes in to help defensively. Hallman again with it. Chips it forward for Clarabelle, and now back up here to Bates to the 40-yard line. Carroll takes it over from that spot. They send it backwards. And that one's going to go out of play, and that'll belong to Northwest. Regular home game. They have 10 seniors who will be honored in between games, and we'll be joined by Austin Clifton with a pregame show at that point. We'll be talking about our own 6. And actually, I'm going to take that back. We're not going to do that till tomorrow. But Austin will be here for our pregame visit. And we thank the good folks at McCurdy Real Estate and Auction for their support of the pregame show. Grizzlies with a chance. Porter couldn't get his shot off. She had some good position down there, but just couldn't get the ball in the right spot on her foot in order to launch it. Now we have a throw-in coming in, I believe. It'll be Bishop. Nope, it is Bishop Carroll throwing it in. That one is sent forward by the Grizzlies. And another chance. This one goes up the far sideline. Reese Johnson knocks it out of play. It'll be a throw-in for Bishop Carroll. Carroll with it at the 40 of Northwest. 35-10. And Alvarez sends it back out of danger, and it goes out of play. It'll belong to Northwest. Hallman will throw it in. Grizzlies subbing a player. Coming in on the far side is Elisa Villanueva, replacing Hallman. You know, I gave you a job to do. I'm going to let you do it. You can have those, if that'll help. This one gets knocked out of play. Turf has a lot of bounce to it here at Bishop Carroll. Bishop Carroll does have a natural grass soccer field. And they used to play all their games there. It's immediately to the south of the stadium. But they moved all their games here to this stadium because of seating availability when the stadium was redone some years ago. So that field is nothing more than a practice field now. Which is too bad because it has real grass. There's a foul call. That'll be a free kick for Northwest. Villa takes it and sends it forward. Manoanistis, who just came in a moment ago, couldn't get to it. Lola Rada in the game as well. She has the ball now, takes a shot. It goes wide. It'll be a goal kick for Bishop Carroll. Back in 10, this is Grizzly Soccer.
Grizzly Soccer on YouTube is brought to you in part by Dr. Steve Priddle and the Women's Health Group of Manhattan.
Send a long one through. Nevaeh's giving chase over there on the far side. Trying to win it, steps over it, and it goes out of play. It'll be a throw in for Bishop Carroll. Northwest sends this one out of play. We'll do it all over again. Northwest brings in a couple of subs as Isbell Santiago Morrison, number 5, comes in for the Grizzlies, and she's joined by the freshman Kylie Foreman, number 13. Need to acknowledge our production staff today. Your executive producer is Ashley Isbell, and her daughter Amber is our statistician and spotter today. There's a long shot, and over everything, it will be a goal kick. Back in 10, this is Grizzly Soccer.
This portion of Soccer on YouTube is brought to you by the Don and Aloma Willie family, proud grandparents of Grizzly midfielder Sawyer Ross, number 13.
Come on, turn around so I can see you. 33. That would be Madison Fouquet, number 33, comes in for Carroll during the stoppage of play. And we're back underway here. And there's another one that goes wide for a goal kick. April Isbell will line this one up herself. Out it comes. Isabel Morrison couldn't control it. Here's yet another goal kick coming for Northwest, and they'll sub in a player here. Savannah Randall just returned and just touched the ball. Out it comes here to center. Too far for Nistus. And here come the Grizzlies, 5-on-4, and down hard goes J.C. Shore. They keep playing. That pass intercepted. And over here on the near side to Morrison. Isabel sends one back to Michaela Nistus. Madison Nistus with it now. Back to Michaela, and that one is taken away by Bishop Carroll. Olivia Stahlbaumer takes it and leads the charge back. There's a save by Isbell. Carroll again with numbers, and it's rejected there by Alvarez. That one's going to roll out of play. It'll belong to the Eagles. Inside 12 to go, first half. 1-0, Grizzlies trail. First of two. Second one will be approximately 6:30 for kickoff. Might be a little later than that, actually, because the senior night activities will be going on. That will take 10 to 15 minutes by itself. If you joined us last night and you're back tonight, we thank you. If you weren't here last night, we went on the air at 4:45, and there's a shot and a save by Isbell. Goes out of play for a throw. At 4:45:02, they announced a lightning delay. And that delay lasted well over an hour, and they finally called the whole thing off. Carroll will throw it in again. Grizzlies trying to clear it out. Villanueva can't control it. There's another shot off the crossbar of the... I could have sworn that hit the football crossbar. Evidently not, and a break in for Northwest. That one goes out of play. It'll be a throw in with 10 minutes to go. Huh? Here's the throw in. Grizzlies set to sub in a couple. Here's a chance for Carroll, and Isbell snuffs that one and throws it to Morrison. And Morrison goes down. They're going to just give him a throw in. And they did call the foul after all. So it'll be a free kick for Northwest instead. And we'll take that. Alvarez sends it low, and it's intercepted there by Carroll. Grizzlies at center. And there's a long one sent forward. There's nobody there except goalkeeper Klausmeyer. Villanueva fighting for it. Carroll comes away with it. Now back here's Alvarez sending one forward. Trying to get it to Isbell. Morrison. And now Carroll bringing it down the near side. That's Madison Fouquet with it. I'll bet you I'm pronouncing that wrong. Bet you Diet Coke I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. Nistus with it, sends it forward, and goes down in a heap. Play continues. Bishop Carroll with it, far side. 7:20 to go, first half. 1-0, Eagles. On the near side, Carroll brings it down again. Morrison on defense. Centering pass there to Stahlbomber. And Savannah Randall wins it and sends it wide to Reese Johnson. Ball goes out of play and it will belong to BC. Oh my gosh, there's 7 of them coming in. Don't worry about it. Northwest subs 4, Carroll subs 3. And poor Amber Isbell over here is going crazy. That one's going to go in near the corner. Centering pass, and it's popped up and over everything. It'll be a corner kick for Carroll on the far side. That'll be into the wind. And if I'm not mistaken, that's the first corner kick of the game for either team. This one pops over for a goal kick. Let's take 10. We'll be back. This is Grizzly Soccer.
Grizzly Soccer on YouTube is sponsored in part by Wichita Academy in Goddard. Thank you, Kyle Eno and your staff, for your support.
Goal kick taken, back out at center. Hallman gets a foot on it and sends it forward. Hallman pops it forward again. Now it's going to be sent all the way back to Klausmeyer. Throw in being taken by Villanueva here on the near side. She gets it into Clarabelle. Clarabelle goes down. Another throw in coming. It looks like Morrison will take it. At center. J.C. Shore leaves it for chance for Carroll, 2-on-1. Wide open pass. There's a shot and a save by Isbell. Carroll maintains the possession. There's another one blocked by Alvarez. And another shot goes over for a goal kick. And now we're waiting the goal kick by Isbell. She taps it really short. Amaya sends it wide. Chip forward by Lola Rada. That one goes out of play. It'll be a throw in for Bishop Carroll. 2.5 to go. First half. 1-0 Carroll. Bates was trying to pass it for Morrison. Didn't work. And it's going to get called for a foul for cross-checking, I think. Another chance on the near side. Alvarez can't clear it. Eagles still control it at the 10. There's a pass and a shot. Oh, that went between the two crossbars. I almost think you ought to get double bonus points for that. Most difficult shot. Throw in coming in for Carroll, deep in Northwest territory. That one's over the goal line. That'll be a corner kick. We have 40 seconds to go in the half. Hustling down there to get it off quickly is Leah Jackson. Jackson's kick is in the air, loose in front, score. Leah Jackson put in a perfect pass. Not exactly sure who's going to get the credit for the goal. Didn't see that. I can tell you who made the assist, though. Iris Howie scores the goal for Carroll. And they did give credit to Leah Jackson for the assist. So it's 2-0 now with 15 seconds to go until halftime. Very unfortunate to give up a goal late like that in the first half. That'll do it. We are at halftime here in Bishop Carroll Family Stadium with the score Bishop Carroll 2 and Northwest 0. We'll be back with our halftime extravaganza here in 2 minutes. Stay with us. You're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel. This is Grizzly Soccer.
Intrust Bank is a major sponsor of the Northwest Soccer program through the Eric Profit Scholarship Tournament. At Intrust Bank, we place our values at the center of everything we do. It's a philosophy we have followed for more than 140 years. This principled approach to business is encapsulated into 3 words: tradition for today. This principle makes us different from the rest. Check out Intrust Bank today at intrustbank.com.
Campaign of this property and it's sold right to you. Shall we book it? Yes. Yeah. Yes. I love it.
Hi friends, Bill Nightingale, General Manager of Mel Hamilton Ford. Are you looking for a used car, truck, or SUV? With the largest selection in the state, you're sure to find the vehicle you're searching for at Mel Hamilton Ford. At the Big Corner, customers are number one, so every used vehicle is checked out in our shop by a certified technician before it goes out on the lot for sale. Shop Mel Hamilton Ford first, a dealer you can trust. Visit us out on West Kellogg today or shop us online at mhford.com. Mel Hamilton Ford, experience the difference.
Grizzly Soccer Online is supported by Todd Eflin Narrates. I'm the voice you hear on our sponsor announcements. My wife is an alum of Northwest, and this is my 6th season as your announcer. I was a longtime radio personality in Wichita and now do full-time voice acting. You can use my voice for your business, like product or training videos, telephone systems, radio or TV spots, and audiobooks. Learn more online at toddeflin.com. That's TODDEFLIN.com.
Welcome back to Bishop Carroll Family Stadium. We are at halftime, and the Grizzlies trail 2-0 on really what are 2 very unfortunate goals here in the first half. The first goal, I think anybody, including April Isbell, will tell you she should have had it. It scooted in under her arm, and once it got past her, there was no one else to stop it. And then the corner kick set piece. What a beautiful play by Leah Jackson to a centering pass from the corner to set up Howie for the second goal of the half. And 2-0 is where we stand right now. Varsity game will take place here very shortly, or a few minutes after the conclusion between games, and we'll have most of that will be taken up by our pregame interview show with head coach Austin Clifton. So a lot going on. I would estimate that my guess is that the varsity game will start at 6:45. Good news is that whatever clouds there were are breaking up. There's actually fewer clouds now than there were when we got here. It's a very sunny and warm afternoon, temperature 85 degrees here at Bishop Carroll Family Stadium. The turf is about 100 with the sun out. But as artificial surfaces go, Bishop Carroll really does have a pretty good one. Not quite as good as the grass at home, but it is what it is. We'll take what we get. If you're interested in playoff possibilities, I don't have a lot of them yet. A lot depends on what happens tonight and tomorrow night. Both of these teams have games to play. Now, Bishop Carroll won't make any difference because they're 5A. Bishop Carroll, in all likelihood, will be the 1 or 2 seed in 5A. They only have 1 loss. And that was to Bishop McGinnis out of Oklahoma, in the second game of the year. So they are riding a 12-game win streak coming into this game. And it's a pretty impressive defensive effort by Bishop Carroll. They've played 14 games before tonight, and they've got shutouts in 13 of them. So it's pretty good defense by the Eagles, and they are indeed one of the class teams in 5A this year. They beat Cape and Mount Carmel just the other day to wrap up the City League title. So there's no title on the line in tonight's game at all for either team. But, you know, if somehow the Grizzlies could come back in the varsity contest and upset the Golden Eagles here at home, it would greatly enhance their 6A possibilities, because it would give them the opportunity to play 2 home games in the playoffs instead of just 1. At least that's the way we're looking at it right now. As of right now, before they play tonight, Northwest is the number 4 seed in 6A West. If they lose tonight, they will drop out of that top 4. They'll only get 1 home game. So it's kind of important for the Grizzlies to find a way to upset the Eagles here tonight. We're going to go ahead and take one more timeout, and by the time we're done with that, it'll be time for the second half. Stay with us. Plenty of soccer left. It's 2-0 Carroll at halftime. You're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel, and this is Grizzly Soccer.
Friendly is finding a better rate, an instant debit card, scholarships and teacher grants for projects, loans specifically for teachers and healthcare professionals, being the #1 auto lender for a reason. More than $400,000 in community partnerships. Credit Union of America. Welcome to Friendly. Learn more at cuofamerica.com.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Campaign of this property and it's sold right to Shall we book it? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I love it.
Hi friends, Phil Nightingale, General Manager at Mount Hamilton Ford. Have you been thinking about a new SUV? Right now is a great time to buy a new Ford at the big one of 119th and West Kellogg. EcoSport, Escape, Edge, Explorer, Expedition. Mount Hamilton Ford is sure to have the right vehicle to fit your size. And you know you can count on us with this great selection to find the right SUV at the best price to fit your budget. Check us out online or in person. Let us make your purchase easy with pickup and delivery right from your home or work. Mount Hamilton Ford, experience the difference.
Welcome back to Bishop Carroll Family Stadium, where the Grizzlies JV trails 2-0 at halftime. We're getting ready for the start of the second half, about 20 seconds to go before they reset the clock. The Grizzlies will play into the wind here in the second half. Carroll in their home green uniforms, and Grizzlies will be in their road whites with blue trunks. Nice crowd on hand, and the umbrellas are all out here. And that's to shade them from the sun. It is not because it's raining. Is it? It's not raining, is it? No. Okay. Not today. I mean, there must be 24 umbrellas out here. Waiting for Northwest to take the field here. That's the reason for the delay. April Isbell and company heading to their side of the field. And the Grizzlies will kick it off. Amaya Bates will get the honor. Here in half number 2. We're underway. Morona sends it wide. Now Nistis sends it forward. Carroll rejects it. Grizzlies get it back. The Grizzlies need to do a better job of ball possession. Ooh, Kylie Foreman just took one in the chops. And that'll be a quick stoppage of play here. Foreman went down. She is still down. Gets on her feet. I think what the trainer is going to look for now is blood. And they Foreman walks off under her own power. That's a good thing to see. And like we said, she just took one right in the chops. Who is that? Savannah Randall coming in for her. And Kylie very gingerly walking off the field. Certainly hope the young lady is okay now who just came in here. Ready? That would be Clarabelle Ramirez coming in for Foreman. So we hope Foreman is okay. Back underway here. Carroll with the ball at the moment at their own 30. They're going to send it back. And now they send it up and it's intercepted there. Nice play by Moronis to intercept that ball. Randall can't get the pass forward. It's knocked into the Grizzlies bench, and they'll have a throw in. Ness just throws it in, and Carroll comes away with it. And on the near side, Reese Johnson comes up from her defensive spot to try and corral that ball. Up the middle, here's Bates with a chance. Nope, she can't get to it. And now we have a stoppage of play, and I think a card's going to be issued here. Oh, no, the goalkeeper's down. Goalkeeper Klausmeyer is down for Bishop Carroll. And the trainer comes in to deal with that. Out here. 28-27 remaining in the game. Grizzlies down 2-0. We'll be back. This is Grizzly Soccer.
Hi friends, Phil Nightingale, General Manager of Mount Hamilton Ford. Have you been thinking about a new SUV? Right now is a great time to buy a new Ford at the big corner of 119th and West Kellogg. EcoSport, Escape, Edge, Explorer, Expedition. Mount Hamilton Ford is sure to have the right vehicle to fit your size. And you know you can count on us with this great selection to find the right SUV at the best price to fit your budget. Check us out online or in person. Let us make your purchase easy with pickup and delivery right from your home or work. Mount Hamilton Ford, experience the difference.
Still working on goalkeeper Leah Littlejohn. Leah Littlejohn. I'm sorry, Josie Klosemeyer. Who came in? 87 would no. That's who was in goal. No. Well, I had her. She was a starter. They must have changed goalies at halftime. We didn't notice it. But you're right. 87 is in there. That would be Klausmeyer. Just came in, so we've had a different goalie for the last 90 seconds. We didn't notice it. See if Klausmeyer stays in. Klausmeyer is also the varsity backup keeper. Now, big hand for the injured party, whomever she is. Our crack spotting team here is going to find out who that is. Oh yeah, she's wearing a yellow uniform. She wasn't in the first half. Now we got to know who that was. April, do me a favor, open the door and ask him who's coming out. Okay, the injured keeper is Maggie Edwards, number 72. She's coming out. Klausmeyer comes back in. In just a moment, we will resume play. I'm not exactly sure what we're waiting for here, to be honest with you. I think the back line of Bishop Carroll is sharing a recipe with one of the referees. Be a drop ball here. They're going to give it to Carroll. And we're back underway here at Bishop Carroll Family Stadium. Grizzlies trailing 2-0. This one comes all the way back. April Isbell chips that one into the Carroll bench. Throw in comes in and headed away by Alvarez. And back out to center comes the ball. Porter giving chase there along with Madison Nistis. Porter still with it. Now she's forced off the ball. Carroll on the far side now, getting around 1. 30, 20, 15, 10. 5. And we have an offside call. It'll belong to Northwest. 27:15 to go in the game. 2-0. Bishop Carroll. On a beautiful day here in Wichita, Kansas. They made a lot of tough decisions last night to cancel last night and try it again tonight. And I think it may have turned out to be the best thing they could have done. Back line of Carroll with the ball. Stahlbomber sends it wide to the near side. And a foul called. It'll be a free kick for the Grizzlies, and it's going to be taken there by Nevaeh. Right in front of us. Pretty nice boot, and a long one, little Maggie Edwards picks it off for Bishop Carroll. Oh, Maggie's the one that's off. Klausmeyer is the one that's in. That's right. Klausmeyer in goal for Bishop Carroll. Excuse me. Carroll with it at the 25-30. To midfield. This one's going to roll out of play. It'll belong to Northwest. Reese Johnson tosses it in. Villa pops one in the air, and Carroll gets it. Kicks it all the way back to April Isbell. April, very short. That one's going to go over. It'll be a corner kick for Carroll on the far side of the field. Another good boot, loose in front, goes over the top. It will do it all over again. Bishop Carroll, very straightforward on their set pieces. Oh, now they're saying it's a goal kick. Original signal was that it was a corner. But they gave it to Northwest on the far side at the 25-30 out of bounds. And it will be a throw-in for Carroll at that point. Oh, they gave it to Northwest. On the far side, trying to get a shot off. This one goes over the goal line. And it will be a goal kick. Back in 10, this is Grizzly Soccer.
This portion of tonight's contest is brought to you by the family of Todd and Stacy Vestring, proud supporters of Grizzly Soccer.
Isbell ready to play it. Very short across the mouth of the goal. And that's dangerous. They passed it right to Bishop Carroll at the 10. Not what you wanted to do. Up the middle. Reese Johnson gets a foot on it to clear it back out. But Carroll maintains the possession. That one goes off the foot of Johnson out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Carroll at the 25-yard line. Nice play by Morrison to win the ball. Out to center, one back by Carroll. Sent back out. Nestis can't get to it. Grizzlies in trouble. They can't get rid of it. Now it's going to belong to Northwest. See if they can get it downfield. And looks like Lola Rada coming back in. Some of them I know by their gait. She's one of them. 21:30 remaining. Ball comes into Rada. And Nistis giving chase. Carroll up the middle. There's a trip and a foul. It'll be a free kick for the Eagles at the 15-yard line. This is pretty dangerous here. See if they move our line back, because you cannot cheat on a turf field that's marked for football. And they're still not happy with the line. They're moving them back further. After all that, we have a goalkeeper distribution. Isbell will punt it. And a pretty nice boot into the wind. Carroll controls it, however. See again. Oh, my goodness. All right, coming in for the Grizzlies, we've got Kylena Hallman coming back in and J.C. Shore. And for Carroll, Leah Schrum returns along with Abigail Meyer, number 35. Number 34 is Leah Jackson. And 38 is Jillian Howie. Thank you very much, Amber. Carroll with the ball at midfield on the near side. Now there's a centering pass, wide open. Wow, she was wide open, was Leah Jackson. Jackson has the assist on one of the two goals. Hallman kicks it out of play. It'll be a throw in for Carroll. Loose in front. There's a shot blocked by the defense. Hallman clears it out of danger, and that's a pretty good play. It would have been a little better had she got it on the sideline instead of the goal line, because it now will result in Leah Jackson with another corner kick opportunity, this time with the wind. We'll see how they play it. This one is high in the air in front. Header over everything, and it's a goal kick for Northwest. And they dodged a bullet. Back in 10.
The Ultimate Sports Academy at 9020 West Harry is proud to sponsor Grizzly soccer on the internet.
All right, waiting the goal kick from Northwest. Ball at center for the Grizzlies. Lola Rada overran it. And Carroll brings it back. That one's sent forward by Ramirez over the goal line. It'll be a corner kick for Bishop Carroll on the near side this time. And taking it will be Elise Vermeeren. It's easy for you to say. Out of play, another corner kick coming. Corner kicks are hard for us up here in the booth. The press box at Bishop Carroll is very nice, but it's not made for television. The windows are small, and we have a hard time getting a good view of everything. So what do we have here? Goal kick for Northwest. 16:30 to go. 2-0. Grizzlies trail. That one goes into the Carroll bench. Quick throw in at the 15. Nice pass. And there's a shot, and it goes wide. And that'll be a goal kick for Northwest. Back in 10, this is Grizzly Soccer.
Thanks to Tommy's Express Car Wash, 1340 North Tyler Road in front of Northwest for their support of Grizzly Soccer.
2. Okay. Bishop Carroll has successfully managed to substitute in the mystery guest, a number 2 who is not on a roster. Goalkeeper distribution coming for Isbell. Pretty decent punt. And Northwest will throw it in. Hallman over there with the ball. 15 to go. Yeah, it's nice to see that Kylie Foreman has returned to the game. She got injured a little while ago and took one in the chops. She's back. Chance for Northwest here. Lola Rada. Oh, she couldn't get to the ball.
She came back from an offside position.
Yeah, they did call. They called her for being offside. Bishop Carroll gets the free kick. Gosh, it went through everybody, and I think we touched it last. We did. It'll be Bishop Carroll's throw-in. There's one that goes wide. It'll be a goal kick for Northwest. Back in 10, this is Grizzly Soccer.
Northwest Soccer Online is sponsored by Todd Eflin Narrates. That's me, proud to announce the sponsors during each game. Let's go, Grizzlies!
Goal kick taken, and on the near side, Reese Johnson sends it back. Pretty nice play there for Nevaeh Villa. She gets it to center. Addison Porter with it. Goes down in a heap. And a pass now to Lola Rada. Ball won by Bishop Carroll. And brought up the far sideline now. It goes out of play, and Hallman will have a throw in for Northwest. Savannah Randall taps one out of play. Off of a, looks like it's off of a Carroll defender. Maya Bates will have a throw in at the 25. Carroll with a chance. Shot, score. You know, from my angle, I'm not doubting the referee because our angle's terrible, but I would have sworn that girl was offside. So it's 3-0 now. Okay. Morrison returns for Northwest after the goal is scored. We'll give you the goal score here in just a moment. Jillian Howie scores the goal for Bishop Carroll to make it 3-0 now. And Howie is a recent addition to this JV squad, moving her up. They just moved her up from the C team. This one's chipped over the goal line, and it will be, looks like a corner kick for Carroll on the far side. Then all Bishop Carroll here in this one. Grizzlies have had a few opportunities, just haven't been able to cash anything in. Alvarez sends one toward midfield, intercepted there by Carroll. This one's going to go all the way back. I think it went off the side. So it'll be a throw in for Northwest. And a nice drive there. Moving her back 25 yards. And they just made a PA announcement that the senior night festivities will take place as soon as this game is over, which will be 10 minutes from now on the stadium clock. Another throw in coming for Northwest. Looks like it'll be Reese Johnson taking it. Moronis comes back in for Northwest. Carroll brings in three of them. Timmermeyer, number 3. 17 is Rachel Hawkins. And 26 is Olivia Cruz, all coming into the game for the Golden Eagles. And it looks like Kylena Hallman is getting set to come back in again for Northwest. That'll happen in the next outage. Carroll with it at midfield, working it down into Grizzly territory. Carroll has taken advantage of their opportunities 3 times. That'll go over and be a goal kick. And that one is taken by Nevaeh Villa. There's a long shot, goes wide. That'll be another goal kick. Let's take 10 real quick. Back in 10, this is Grizzlies soccer.
Thanks to David and Janet Terhune for their sponsorship of Grizzly Soccer on YouTube again this year.
And the kick just taken. Villa trying to get it out. Carroll with it. That's Leah Schrum on the near side, sending one up. And that'll go over for yet another goal kick. 7:25 to go here in the second half. 3-0. Grizzlies trail Bishop Carroll in the JV contest. Varsity contest will follow about, I'm guessing, 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one. April Isbell gets the goalkeeper distribution opportunity. And out it comes to center. Intercepted there by Bishop Carroll. Carroll with numbers. Carroll gets it back. Good clean tackle on that last possession there. There's a long one that'll go over everything, and that'll be a goal kick. Let's take 10. We'll be back.
Grizzly Soccer on YouTube is sponsored in part by Tony Tahali. We thank Tony for his support of Grizzly Soccer.
Isbell getting ready to take the short kick, and Amaya Alvarez sends it out to center.
Grizzly Soccer on YouTube is
intercepted. Now we have another goal kick. .5:20 to go. Loose in front, picked off by April Isbell. And April will send it out into the BC bench, and I think that's the third or fourth time she's done that. Carroll makes a substitution. Try me again. 16. Grayson Klaus comes in for BC. BC with the ball, loose in front. Oh, don't tell me.
No. There's a foul.
They called a foul. I was wondering why April gave up on it.
Yeah. There's a foul. She would not just do that.
Grizzlies will have a free kick. Don't scare me like that.
I heard it. I heard the whistle.
See, I can't hear the whistle because I'm wearing a headset. In the air out to center, trying to get it to Hallman. Kylena's still fighting for it over there. But Carroll comes away with it. Here they come. 3-on-4. Loose in front. There's a shot. Goes over everything for another goal kick. We've had plenty of them in this game. 3:40 to go in the contest. Grizzlies down 3-0. I think it's safe to say the issue's been decided. Now the question is, what will the score be, and can the Grizzlies get the Schneider off the board? Great save by Isbell. It'll result in a corner kick, but after a mistake, that was a big mistake too. Put it right on the shoes of Bishop Carroll. And April was able to get back and steer it out of danger. Loose in front and finally cleared out to center. Hallman has it. Hallman. That's too far ahead for Morrison to get to, although I'll be honest with you, Isbell gave it a good run and darn near made it. Out of play to Bishop Carroll. All righty. Bishop Carroll will get the throw in. Back out to center. This one goes all the way through everybody. And finally kicked over the goal line. It will result in a goal kick for Northwest. Back in 10.
This quick time is sponsored with gratitude to Matt Sirachi of Roth Day Attorneys, 245 South Waco.
Coming in for Northwest, Michaela Nistis, number 6, and then Clarabelle Gutierrez Ramirez, number 8, come in for the Grizzlies with 100 seconds remaining in the game. Morrison, ooh, she couldn't clear it. This is trouble. Chance for Carroll. One of the additional referees in the stands here making the call. And the last thing I would have done in a minute with a minute to go in this game is award anybody a penalty kick. Reese Johnson sends it to Moronis, and Moronis can't get rid of it. Out of play it goes. It'll be a throw in for Carroll. Nistis, Michaela gets it out of play again into the bench. It'll throw it in again. 30 seconds to go in the game. Grizzlies trying to get something going, and nobody there to throw it to except Hallman. And if she gets it, what's she going to do with it? She didn't have any help down there at all. 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1, and we are final. Final score in this one, Bishop Carroll 3 and Wichita Northwest 0. We're going to have an extra long period here in between games because of the senior night ceremonies. We're going to go ahead and take advantage of it here and thank some of our sponsors. We'll be back in 3 minutes to wrap this one up and send it to the Austin Clifton pregame show. So stay with us. Plenty more soccer on NWHS Grizz.
Friendly is finding a better rate, an instant debit card, scholarships and teacher grants for projects, loans specifically for teachers and healthcare professionals, being the #1 auto lender for a reason, more than $400,000 in community partnerships. Credit Union of America. Welcome to Friendly. Learn more at cuofamerica.com.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Shall we book it? Yes. Yeah. Yes. I love it.
Hi friends, Phil Nightingale, General Manager at Mel Hamilton Ford. Have you been thinking about a new SUV? Right now is a great time to buy a new Ford at the big one of 119th and West Kellogg. EcoSport, Escape, Edge, Explorer, Expedition, Melham Ford is sure to have the right vehicle to fit your size. And you know you can count on us with this great selection to find the right SUV at the best price to fit your budget. Check us out online or in person. Let us make your purchase easy with pickup and delivery right from your home or work. Mel Hamilton Ford. Experience the difference.
Welcome back to Bishop Carroll Family Stadium, where the JV, the JV game is now final, and the Grizzlies fall 3-0. The senior night ceremonies are going on right now down on the track, and while they're doing that, we'll take a minute here before we send it to the Austin Clifton McCurdy Real Estate and Auction pregame show and just tell you what's coming up tomorrow night. Tomorrow night at home is our senior night. We'll have senior night ceremonies between games for 6 seniors. And we're on the air at 4:45 tomorrow with all of that. Weather, hopefully the weather will cooperate. The weather forecast for tomorrow, by the way, is not very good. But we're going to do everything we can to get everything in tomorrow. It is also Mel Hamilton Ford night at Bobby Bribieska Family Stadium. And Mel Hamilton Ford will be there tomorrow with ice cream treats for our spectators. And for the, they will also participate in the ceremonial kickoff tomorrow night prior to the game. So a lot going on tomorrow. If you can't come out to Bobby Bribieska Family Stadium, our plan is to show it all to you, and that, of course, is weather permitting. The worst thing that could happen to us tomorrow, quite frankly, would be rain, because then we wouldn't be able to show you the senior night ceremonies. But we're hoping that the rain holds off as much as we need the rain. Tomorrow night is not the night we want it. So come on out to Bobby Bribieska Family Stadium, and if you can't make it out, watch us on NWHS Grizz. We'll do everything in our power to bring you all of the festivities tomorrow night. Pretty good effort tonight by the junior varsity squad, albeit in a losing effort. 2 of the goals were very unfortunate, although even though the second one was unfortunate, I thought that the corner kick pass from Leah Jackson to Iris Howie was just a beauty. That really was a good goal. But it's unfortunate that it happened in the last minute of the half, which is when you do not want to be scored upon. So, that being said, we're going to go ahead here and we're going to go ahead and do our changeover and send it over to the Austin Clifton interview on the McCurdy Real Estate. You're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel. This is Grizzly Soccer.
Campaign of this property and it's sold right to you.
Shall we book it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I love it.
This is the McCurdy Real Estate and Auction Varsity Pregame Show. Coach Austin Clifton reviews the last varsity game and takes a look at today's upcoming contest. Sponsored by McCurdy Real Estate and Auction. Real estate, but better. And now, let's join Coach Clifton with Kevin Arkin.
The second game of our doubleheader will be coming up shortly as the varsity takes the pitch against the Golden Eagles of Bishop Carroll here at Bishop Carroll Family Stadium. And before each and every varsity contest, we like to have a visit with our head coach, Austin Clifton, on the McCurdy Real Estate and Auction pregame show. And, Coach, because of the weather situation on Tuesday, we didn't get our visit in. So let's kill two birds with one stone. We had two games last week, once in Manhattan on Tuesday and then back home against Washburn Rural on Thursday.
Yeah, two tough games on our schedule where we play two Centennial League teams that are usually 6A state participants, make it to the Final Four every year. And Tuesday we went to Manhattan. It was nice to be able to go on a road trip and to do all the road trip things that we do with the dinners and getting the kids together on a bus and taking a charter bus. But we didn't play very good, especially on the varsity end. JV ended up losing 3-1. Came out flat. Could have been due to sitting on a bus for 2 hours. And they're a good team. We just weren't ready from the beginning. And we gave up 3 quick goals and we scored one. And it was 3-1 at halftime. And then I believe it ended 3-1, so played a lot better second half, and then varsity ended up losing 4-0. I think it was 0-0 at halftime. We created some chances first half, and then second half we just kind of folded, and I don't know, the pressure kind of got to us a little bit, and they created some chances and scored, and I think if we would have played how we did on Tuesday, it would have been a completely different game. So something to learn from, and I think we did learn from it on Thursday when we played Topeka, Washburn Rural. We ended up losing 2-5, but we were leading 1-0 for a large majority of the first half and played much better and, just kind of let the floodgates open a little bit for about a 10-20 minute span. And you can't do that against good teams, and they punished us for it. And I was happy with our effort, though. We still scored our second goal late in the game, even though we were down 5-1. So a lot, but good and all in all good. I think we learned from it, and we'll be a better team going into the postseason by playing those teams.
I agree with you on that last point especially, and this is something that we've talked about in these visits over the last several weeks. We've got this 3-game stretch coming up against 3 really quality teams, and we've hit 2 of them. The third one we have now in just a few minutes here at Bishop Carroll. And what do we do tonight to take on the Eagles?
Yeah, it's a really tough 3-game stretch, just going back to the first thing you said, and it's good for us, and it also really tests us. We get frustrated, and the games are high pressure, high intensity, and it really shows the true character in our girls and our teams. And we struggled at times in those 2 games, and we panicked, and we kind of got what am I trying to say? Not tunnel vision, but we kind of got frantic, and we lost it, and that's when we gave up those goals. So hopefully we can learn and be a little bit better, because tonight Bishop Carroll is going to be better than the 2 teams that we've already played. They've beat them already this season. They beat Washburn 1-0, and they beat Manhattan 3-0. So we played them already in the Titan Classic, so we know what to expect. But it's different playing there on their field. It's going to be senior night for them. They're going to be excited. They're City League champs now after they beat Capon. So a lot going against us, but also a lot for us to spoil the party with as well. So that's our goal, is just to learn from the last 2 games and to compete.
And, of course, all these games at this time of the year are important in postseason preparation, as you mentioned. And you can answer this question, because I honestly do not know. How important is this game tonight for seeding purposes?
They're all important, especially this season. It just seems like about from 3 to 10, it's a log jam. A lot of teams with 6, 5, 4 losses, 7 losses, and still have a couple games left in the season. So, we could end up with anywhere from 4 to 6 losses. We could lose the next 2, or we could lose none of them. So, or 5 to 6 losses. We already have 5. So it's huge. We could go anywhere from, right now we're a 4 seed, and we'd be hosting 2 games, and we could drop to 7 seed like that in the heartbeat. So we'd be hosting 1 game, which is where we were the 7 seed last year as well. So it's a log jam. So yeah, all the games matter.
Okay, so tonight there's extra incentive for the girls tonight to do well, to play well for the entire 80 minutes against against Carroll and not just cut it off at halftime or shortly after, as we've done in the last two games when we open the floodgates.
Yep. Just seemed to be about one half we can compete, and then we lose it. So hopefully it's better tonight. And, we had a good practice yesterday, and just got to be ready for the heat and the turf, and it's going to be a little bit different with the weather.
Weather, yes, and because it is finally hot here in Wichita, we've been waiting all spring for warm weather. Now we've got it on turf. You add 20 degrees on a sunny day, it's going to be over 100 degrees on the turf today.
Yep, it is, and that's why yesterday we went the last 20, 30 minutes of practice. We went over to the football stadium and played a little bit and scrimmaged each other just to get used to it because it was 90 degrees out, and we're used to the turf playing-wise. It's just the heat and getting used to that, and the girls getting them hydrated. So it's going to be different because we haven't had a game above 80 all season, so it's going to be hot.
How's the injury situation?
I think we're 100% good to go. I'm trying to think. Gabby just got the wind knocked out of her in the last game on Thursday, and everybody else was back. We had all of our subs, so we should be good.
Okay, well, we'll wish you the best of luck tonight against Bishop Carroll. And there's nothing wrong with spoiling their senior night, by the way.
Yeah, it's nothing wrong with it. And, we just want to compete and, prove to ourselves and show ourselves that we can play with these teams. And, because right now, traditionally, the last couple of years, we've been losing to them. Occasionally we tie them and sneak a win. But, the girls they're good enough to compete with these teams. And we just want to show it for 80 minutes.
Okay, let's go get them, and we'll look forward to a visit before our senior night on Thursday.
Yep, I'm looking forward to it. Thank you.
Head coach Austin Clifton on the McCurdy Real Estate and Auction pregame show. Stay tuned. We're going to hear a 30-second message from the McCurdys, and then we'll be back with the starting lineup and the play-by-play of tonight's game against the Bishop Carroll Golden Eagles. You're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel. This is Grizzly Soccer.
I'm ready.
Me too.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Whole marketing campaign of this property and sold right to.
Shall we book it?
This is it.
Wichita Northwest Grizzlies soccer is on the air. Welcome to everyone in Grizzly Nation to another webcast of your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies as they take on the best teams in Kansas and pursue a 6A state title. Follow your Grizzlies all season long on YouTube.com/NW this year's Eric Profit Scholarship Golf Tournament, including the following: Mel Hambledon Ford on the big corner of 119th West in Kellogg. We're better. We're proven it. You be the judge. Thank you, Lisa Hamilton. And by Aerotech Engineering, 5555 North 119th Street West in Mays, serving customers that rank among the world's largest manufacturers of civilian and military aircraft. Thank you, Tom Simon and everyone at Aerotech Engineering. By Tom Lassiter and Gleason, Gouin, Colson, and Kitch, attorneys in the Epic Center at 301 North Main. We believe our clients' best interests and needs are our own. By Intrust Bank of Wichita, 105 North Main with branches throughout Sedgwick County. Intrust is built on value. We change to meet the times, but we will never change our principles. By Dan Garreau and the law firm of Dugan & Garreau, experts in personal injury, business law, workers' compensation, wills, and trusts. Now with our new location at 3636 North Ridge Road, Suite 100. By McCurdy Real Estate and Auction on East 13th Street, just east of K96, serving Kansas, Missouri, and Oklahoma for over 40 years. Real estate, but better. By the Joe and Judy Coughlin and the Chris and Jan Shoemaker families. Strong supporters of Grizzly soccer through the Eric Profit Memorial Soccer Fund. By Emerson Biggins, 808 East Douglas at the east edge of Old Town. Come visit Emerson Biggins and enjoy the great food, cold brews, and hospitality of Luis Lopez and his staff today. By Hurricane Sports Bar at the corner of 13th and Tyler. Luis Lopez has brought his hospitality west to make it convenient to Grizzly Nation. By Credit Union of America, where members are the owners. With branches all over the Wichita metro area, Credit Union of America stands ready to serve you. By Todd Eflin narrates. Hey, that's me. Voiceovers for audiobooks, product and promotional videos, telephone systems, and business commercials. By the Robert L. Gould Foundation, a philanthropic trust assisting the Educational Memorial Soccer Fund, providing scholarship assistance to Northwest Soccer seniors each year through the support of the Eric Profit Scholarship Golf Tournament. And by the many other sponsors who make this webcast possible. And now, to the field and to the voice of the Grizzlies, Kevin Arkin.
Thanks again, Todd Eflin. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, or good evening now. And we welcome you back to Bishop Carroll Family Stadium for the varsity contest, which will be getting underway here in about 8.5 minutes from now. And thinking in terms of what can we do to fill 8.5 minutes. We have some montage, if you will, of some highlights from the junior varsity tournament that we held several weeks ago that we've never shown you. It's about 5 minutes long, and we have just enough time to show you that now. So we're going to cut to that, and then when we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and the play-by-play of tonight's varsity contest. Again, this is from the JV tournament from March 21st and 22nd, and some of the highlights from the Northwest Grizzly squad. Hope you enjoy it. Rada feeds it, shot, off the post, score! Here's the shot, saved by Isbell! Bravo awaits the starter's whistle. Here we go, shot, score. 2-2 after 3. April. Ready? Here's the whistle, the shot, and saved by April. Shot, saved by Isbell. Carr awaits the whistle. There's a shot and a save by Isbell. It will be Brooklyn Munoz to win the game. Here's the shot. Score! Grizzlies win! 3-2 in 10 rounds of penalty kicks. Wowzers!
I almost thought about wearing shorts here. Then I was
Be glad that you didn't.
Yeah.
I've had these sweats on all day, and it's been plenty cool.
Oh, wow.
There's a shot, score! Goal kick taken, and It's short. Randall sending one over there for Rada. There's a shot. Oh, and a save off the goal line. Rebound, score.
Games are ending.
Games are ending. There's no game on the field behind us. The East Field still has a game going.
Yeah. Okay.
Moda sends another one in. Oh, there's a chance.
Yes.
And a score. Moda gets the assist. And Brooklyn Munoz scores it. Kailina Hallman with a chance. There's a shot. Score! Hallman puts it in and the Grizzlies lead. And for Kailina Hallman, that is her first ever goal. Kicks into the wind. Isbell getting loose. There's the shot. Saved by Isbell. There's the shot. Another save by Isbell. April is on fire. And it will be Reese Johnson to try and tie it up in round number 5. Here's the shot. Score! We're tied at 1. And Nevaeh's shot. Score! Isabel Santiago Morrison in round 8 must make this or the game is over. Morrison shot. Score! Shot coming off the crossbar. No good. April Isbell will take the shot herself. Whistle blows. Shot. Score! Grizzlies win! April Isbell cans it herself. Grizzlies are the champions of the gold division. Well, and there you have it. Highlights from the junior varsity tournament for Wichita Northwest. They won the gold bracket in that tournament. First time ever they've won a bracket in that tournament. And they did it by virtue of penalty kicks on 2 of the 3 outcomes. So that was pretty exciting for everybody to watch. They're getting ready for the introduction of the starting lineups here at Bishop Carroll Family Stadium. And I think what we're going to do is when they introduce the players, we're going to keep it here. I don't think you're going to be able to hear Larry Dostard. The PA mic is clear down at the north end of the field. And even though I've got a microphone aimed right at it, I don't think we're going to pick it up very well without picking up half the crowd in between. So we'll go ahead and we'll just go ahead and pick up what we can from Larry, and then we'll just do our usual great job of talking over it. Grizzlies are in their road white uniforms with blue trunks, blue numerals, and Bishop Carroll in their home greens with gold numerals on their uniforms. It looks like Brian Bauer is the center referee, if I can see that from here. Now, the wind is catching too much of our field mic here, so we're going to leave it turned down and leave it with what you have.
Good evening. Welcome to Bishop Carroll Soccer. Please stand, remove your hats as we play the national anthem. Tonight we have 5 Bishop Carroll students who will sing the
National anthem coming up. We're going to try and pick it up.
Mary, Evan Rosales, Andrew Brandt, and Ben Woodburn.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the rampart we watched first your gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red flame of mercy in air gave through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sing us that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Great job, young men. We thank you, Luke, Colin, Evan, Andrew, and Ben. Please remain standing for your prayer. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Strong and faithful God, as we come together for this contest, we ask you to bless these athletes. Keep them safe from injury and harm, instill in them respect for each other, and reward them for their perseverance. Bless also the families and friends gathered here with a true sense of community. May we all run the race so as to win and come to the reward of your kingdom where you live and reign forever and ever. Amen. Our Lady of the Immaculate Conception, patroness of the Diocese of Wichita, pray for us. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Tonight we welcome the Wichita Northwest Grizzlies. Head coach is Austin Clifton. Assistant coaches are Christina Commons. Starting for the Grizzlies, number 1, a sophomore goalkeeper, Liliana Hernandez. Number 3, a junior defender, Violet Gunn. Number 5, a senior forward, Peyton Benoit. Number 6, a senior midfielder, Zoe Baker. Number 8, a junior forward, Anahi Ibarra Avalon. Number 11, a senior midfielder, Grace Trujillo. Number 12, a junior forward, Angie Rodriguez Guzman. Number 14, a junior midfielder, Marari Flores. Number 15, a senior defender, Leslie Bravo. Number 17, a junior defender, Kaylin Heath. And number 21, a sophomore defender, Lillian Schilling. Your Bishop Carroll Golden Eagles, head coach is Greg Rock. Assistant coaches Dan Berry, Heather Monk, Harold Stimmel, and Carlos Orwela. Joining the Eagles tonight are members of the United 2015 who will serve as our ball shaggers. Starting for the Bishop Carroll Golden Eagles, number 1, forward, sophomore, Leah Henke. Number 4, a junior defender, Kaylin St. Vrain. Number 5, a senior defender, Landon Ford. Number 7, a sophomore forward, Darby Howard. Number 10, senior midfielder, Grace Long. Number 12, junior midfielder, Brecken Hoy. Number 15, senior defender Lindsay Mall. Number 21, a senior defender, Autumn Trail. Number 23, senior midfielder, Claire Ferguson. Number 31, a junior. Good luck to both teams.
All righty, there are the starting lineups for tonight's game. Let's recap them for you real quickly one more time. For Bishop Carroll, Little John, number 99, is in goal. Forward, sophomore Leah Hankey, number 1. Defender, junior, number 4, Kaylin St. Vrain. Defender, senior, number 5, Landon Forbes. Forward, sophomore, number 7, Darby Howard. Midfielder, senior, Grace Long, number 10. Midfielder, number 11, junior, number 12, Brecken Hoy. Defender, senior, number 15, Lindsay Mall. Autumn Trail, defender, a senior, number 21. Midfielder, senior, number 23, Claire Ferguson. Isabel Mull, number 31, is a junior forward. And we've given you the goalkeeper. That's it for Bishop Carroll. Now for Northwest, Hernandez is in goal. Violet Gunn on defense, number 3. Peyton Benoit up front, number 5. Zoe Baker, number 6 at midfield. Anai Ibarra Arevalo, number 8, the junior forward. Grace Terhune, a senior at midfield, number 11. Angie Rodriguez-Guzman, number 12, is a forward. Marari Flores at midfield, a junior, number 14. Leslie Bravo on defense, number 15. Kaylin Heath, number 17, is a junior defender. And Lillian Schilling rounds it out, a sophomore defender wearing number 21. We are underway here. Bishop Carroll with the ball, bringing it up the near sideline. And a pass. This is their methodology. They bring it up the sidelines, get it in deep, and then center it, and hope that somebody's there. Pardon me. Hope that somebody's there. Throw in coming very quickly for Carroll. I shouldn't have had that snack. Now I got the hiccups. Ball loose in front. Grizzlies trying to come away with it. And here we go. Zoe Baker sends it forward. Now it goes wide to the far side. Anai trying to get it back. And Carroll will control it in their own end. Just underway. Varsity contest. No score between the Grizzlies, pardon me, and Bishop Carroll. Out of play, the throw-in coming from Bishop Carroll. And the Grizzlies have their work cut out for them tonight. Bishop Carroll is 13-1. If the season ends tonight, they are the number 2 seed overall, right behind May South, who's 14-0. And I can tell you who'd win if you put those two teams on the field. And it isn't May South. This is a very solid Bishop Carroll team. They've given up 2 goals this year. There's an offside, and it'll be a free kick for Northwest. Bishop Carroll's given up 2 goals this year. They came against Bishop McGinnis out of Oklahoma in the second game of the year. And that's the only game in which they've been scored upon. So their most outstanding trait, obviously, is their defensive prowess. Keep teams from getting shots on goal. Terhune with it now for Northwest on the far side. And up to Flores at midfield. Flores couldn't control it. It's won back there by Bishop Carroll, and streaking down the near sideline is Landon Forbes, who last year, I don't know how she did this, but last year she was on the state soccer team, state softball team. So she went from softball to soccer, and I don't think she's playing both. I don't see how she could play both. So she obviously gave up one for the other. Have a corner kick here coming for Carroll on the near side. In the air it comes and through everything, and it goes over the goal line. That'll be a goal kick for Northwest. Kaylin Heath will take the goal kick for the Grizzlies, as she normally does, and she gets it out to center. Wind 5 miles an hour out of the south. The Grizzlies have the wind at their back here in the first half. What little is there is of it. Clear skies overhead. Chance of rain tonight, 0. Chance of rain tomorrow, 80%. And we still have tomorrow night to deal with. Here's a chance, a shot, and a save by Hernandez. Rebound over the crossbar, and the Grizzlies dodge a bullet. It's a goal kick for Northwest. We'll be back in 10. This is Grizzly Soccer.
The Brass Tap Room at Side Pockets is a proud sponsor of Grizzly Soccer, located at South Tyler Road.
You know what? You're right. Thank you. I've just been corrected by my good friend Larry Dostert, who overheard my remark about Landon Forbes. It was her sister Kendall who was on the softball team last year, which explains a lot. So, yeah, I was in error, and I'm happy to acknowledge that error. And both of those girls are daughters of former Wichita State baseball player and Minnesota Twins player P.J. Forbes. So there's a lot of ability in that family. Leslie Bravo will throw it in from the 40. Tried to get it to Guzman. It's knocked out of play. We'll do it all over again. Those little kids who are ball girls are really cute. Ball's bigger than they are. Flores with it for Northwest, sends one forward. Pretty nice ball, but Zoe Baker couldn't get to it. Guzman has it now, and she sends it back toward Terhune. Terhune pushed off the ball, and Carroll sends it back. Oh, here's a chance for Benoit, if she can get to it. And she cannot. It goes wide to the far side, kept in. Pretty nice play that time by Bishop Carroll. Caitlin Heath sends it up. And this one goes through everybody, and it's going to head for the goal line and sent back there to Littlejohn. Out of play to Northwest. Six and a half gone, first half, no score. But you know how Carroll is. They score goals in bunches, so we must be ever vigilant, and the best way to be vigilant is to do what we're doing right now, and that is to play offense. They cannot score on us from down there, I don't think. Terhune with it. And Grace leaves one. And Gunn couldn't do anything with it. Be a throw in here for Carroll. Of course, Violet Gunn, a former student here at Bishop Carroll, transferred with her sister Lily 2 summers ago and could not play varsity last year. Up it comes where Benoit couldn't get to it. Grizzlies putting on some offense here. This one gets kicked out of play into the Carroll bench. It'll be a throw-in for Northwest. Goal kick coming. Or is that a corner? It will be a neither. That one goes out of play. It'll be a throw-in for Bishop Carroll. Nine minutes in, no score. Here at Bishop Carroll Family Stadium, nice crowd on hand. You cannot see the crowd from where you're sitting, folks, as they are sitting directly below us. We are on the crowd side in this press box. This is the only stadium in the city that has two press boxes. I guess that makes up for Stryker Field, which has none. Carroll with it on the far side. Again, their MO is to bring it down the sideline and then center it once it's deep. And that's what they're doing. Up to center. The Grizzlies can capitalize on that. Peyton Benoit heads one forward, but Littlejohn's going to get to it. She'll pick it up and have a goalkeeper distribution. On the far side, too far for Violet Gunn, so it'll be a throw-in. And it looks like Violet will do that one herself. She gets a quick instruction from Austin Clifton. And we're back underway. Ball deep in Carroll territory. That one goes out of play, and it will be a goal kick for Carroll. Back in 10, this is Grizzly Soccer.
Soccer on the Internet is being brought to you in part by Security First Title, providing title insurance, abstract products, and closing services on real estate in Kansas and Missouri. Offices all over the Wichita area.
Our production crew includes our executive producer, Ashley Isbell, and her daughter, Amber, who is in the process at the moment of filming a Sominex commercial. Take Sominex tonight and sleep. See how many of you remember that. This one goes back to Littlejohn, and Leah Littlejohn, also a member of the basketball team here at Bishop Carroll. What was your first clue? Carroll with it at midfield. Violet Gunn couldn't get to it. Now she'll hustle back defensively. And there's a long one. That's going to go all the way back for Liliana Hernandez to handle, and she does so. And she'll have a goalkeeper distribution. Hernandez puts one out here towards center. Intercepted there and sent back by Lisa Dugan. Grizzlies get it back, and they're playing their own version of send it down the sideline, and that one goes out of play. It'll belong to Carroll. 13 and change gone here in the first half of a scoreless contest. Grizzlies could use an upset win here for seeding purposes. Terhune sends up nice ball forward to Peyton Benoit. On the near side. Guzman couldn't control it. Carroll comes away with it. Back out here, intercepted by Bravo, and a nice ball to Marari Flores, who's held and will get a free kick for Northwest. I told you who I thought was in the center, and I was wrong. That's Matt Wygant, who's in the center circle tonight, or in the center of the field as referee. Kaylin Heath will take this from the 42. And she keeps it low. It's headed first of all by Carroll, and Carroll heads it. Pardon me, they head it back out. That one off the back of Guzman. She had no idea it was coming. There's a long blast that's going to go over everything, and that'll be a field goal for 3 points. And we'll take got some substitutes coming in. Where are they at here? For Bishop Carroll coming in is Itzel Lumbreras. And for Northwest, Gabriela Moda comes into the fray. Kaylin Heath will now take the goal kick for the Grizzlies. So it's low. It's out in the direction of Anai. And the Grizzlies can't control it. And when we don't want to give Carroll too much momentum here. Out of play to Northwest. Well, we just realized here that our scoreboard overlay has malfunctioned, and you're not seeing the scoreboard at home. I don't know how long ago that happened. I just noticed it myself. And we will fix that at halftime. We'll tell you there's 4:24 and change remaining here in the first half, and there's no score, and you're going to hear a lot of time and score here for the rest of the first half since we can't give it to you. Down the middle it goes. There's a chance for Northwest. A shot. Score! Grizzlies score and break the ice. It's 1-0. And the Grizzly crowd goes nuts. What I want is I want the goal. Huh? We'll wait for the official announcement to pass it along to you. Marari Flores scores for the Grizzlies. We didn't get the assist, but we'll take the goal.
I'll see if I can find the assist here after this.
That is the first goal given up by Bishop Carroll since their second game of the season. And there's one that goes wide. That is going to roll for a goal kick. And since it's a goal kick, we'll take one. Back in 10.
We are grateful to Dr. Jamie Profit and John Edwards, proud longtime supporters of Grizzly soccer, for their continued support.
Okay, we were trying to get our graphic fixed. It's still not fixed. 23 minutes remaining in the first half. 1-0 Northwest. Out of play to the Grizzlies. And Northwest had been dominating at that end of the field for much of the first half. They got rewarded. Leslie Bravo pops one back. Sawyer Ross, who just came into the game, gets a touch. See if we can tell you who else came in here. We'll see who wasn't out there before that's out there now. Say again? Well, that would be Kaylin Mueller. Number 9 is also out there, besides Sawyer Ross. And Lillian Schilling blocks a pass. Nice job by Lillian. It'll result in a corner kick, but that's okay. Side of the field now. In the air over everything and past everybody, and finally headed by Marari Flores, and she clears it out to center. Good job defensively by Flores. Lindsay Mall with it. Sends it wide to the far side where Gabriella Mota is providing some defensive pressure and doing a nice job, is the senior. Here's another shot and a save by Hernandez. Loose ball in front. Another save. And finally kicked out of play. It'll be a throw in, and Liliana is down. And we have a stoppage of the clock here. And they're bringing out the trainer. And I'm going to take this opportunity, folks, while the trainer is out. Believe it or not, stay where you are when the screen goes dark. I will. Anna Hernandez was taken out of the game, and April Isbell is in there for Northwest. Where she's actually, Liliana is now leaving under her own power with a little help from her friends. The training staff of Bishop Carroll is with her, along with assistant coach Christina Commons. You can see her walking out of your picture. April Isbell is getting a chance to play varsity in a game that means something. Carroll will throw it in here eventually to restart play. And we hope Liliana is not severely injured. It looked like she just got the wind knocked out of her, but I'm not sure. This is why you have backup goalkeepers, ladies and gentlemen. And I don't think we're losing a thing by having April in there. So you see the time on your screen, 20:20 remaining. That ball rejected, sent out to center. That's going to roll out of play. It'll belong to Carroll. And we thank you for your patience with our technical problem. It was easily fixed. It just took 2 minutes. Bringing it down the floor is Landon Forbes. Carroll still with it. On defense to Autumn Trail. The senior, who was one of 10 who are recognized at halftime here. Or not halftime, in between games, I should say. Landon Forbes sends one down the near side. This is the way they do it. Leah Hankey tries to center one, and Lillian Schilling knocks it out of play. It'll be a corner kick, but nice defensive play that time by the sophomore defender for Northwest. Oh, they're giving us a goal kick. I could have sworn that Schilling knocked it out, but far be it from me to argue. Kaylin Heath will handle the goalkeeper. Distribution. It goes right to a green shirt, and Leah Hankey has it in front of the goal at the 15. She dishes one off the near side. That's going to go out of play, and it does. That will be a goal kick for Northwest. Let's take a quick timeout. We'll be back.
Grizzly Soccer on the Internet is brought to you in part by Pickerel Drilling Company, 100 South Main, Suite 505. Proud supporters of the Grizzly Soccer program.
Kaylin Heath will do it again. And it's in the air, out towards center. Brooklyn Bohannon, who's into the game recently, got a head on it. On the far side, Kaylin Mueller manages to get that one into the bleachers over there. Carroll has it at center. 17:40 to go. First half. On the near side, Forbes gets it past Bravo. Bravo tried to clear it out, couldn't do so. Leah Hankey across the goal mouth and popped into the air by Kaylin Heath. And that one is finally sent over here to the near side. And a nice play that time by Violet Gunn. There's a shot and a save by Isbell. And Isbell sends one over the near side, and it goes out of play. And we'll have substitutions coming in for Bishop Carroll. I don't suppose you know who those are, do you? If I ever had an argument in favor of my position on those, I just won it. Throw in comes in. It's intercepted by Bravo. She gets it up to Raylan Grant, who's also in. Goes out of play to Carroll. We'll do it all over again. 16:15 to go. First half, 1-0 Northwest. Zoe Baker to Brooklyn. Brooklyn, she tried to thread the needle. Couldn't make it go. Grizzlies still pushing. On the near side. Baker couldn't get to it. Comes in. Hankey has it for Carroll. And Hankey brings it down the middle of the field. And a great tackle that time by Lillian Schilling. Wowzers. Carroll still with it. Forbes again brings it down, has it taken away from her, and it's cleared out defensively by Northwest, and that's going to go, actually it stayed in, it was held in that time. Anai fighting for it on the near side, goes down, and a foul is called. It'll be a free kick for Northwest. Kaylin Heath will take the free kick. Now they're moving her back. Kaylin will still take it. Looking right into the setting sun. That's going to be a problem in the second half. Fortunately, not for us. Leah Hankey, shot and a save by Isbell. April Isbell will bring it to the far side and punt it from there. Pretty good boot, straight out the middle and to the center circle. It goes into Carroll territory. You can't ask for more than that. That one goes out of play. It'll stay with Northwest. If you're just joining us, you missed a goal by Marari Flores. And they gave the assist on the goal to Zoe Baker. So Flores from Baker for the only goal of the game and only the third goal this year given up by Bishop Carroll. Bringing it up the near side, Brecken Hoy. Crossing, and Leah Hankey couldn't get to it. They were trying for a tip drill, and it almost worked. It's a goal kick for Northwest. Back in 10.
The Penner Low Law Group, 645 North Waco, is a proud sponsor of Grizzlies soccer through the annual golf tournament.
Is that Grace? Awaiting the goal kick from Kaylin Heath. Ferrari Flores at the 35, 40, 45, 50. And she tries to center one for Brooklyn. Couldn't get it to her. Yeah, nice job by Schilling. Kaylin Heath will send it over on the far side. That's going to go out of play to Bishop Carroll. 12 minutes to go, first half. 1-0 Northwest. Baker can't get it up the middle. There's Raylan Grant with a nice ball over to Anai. They claim advantage, play on. The advantage didn't work out. Carroll has it back. They're coming down 3-on-4. Violet Gunn providing all the defense on the far side. Loose in front. Marari can't get to it. Brecken Hoy has it. That one is chipped out. Hoy has it again. And Hoy sends one wide. That'll go over for a goal kick. Back in 10, this is Grizzly Soccer.
Grizzly Soccer on the Internet is sponsored in part by the law offices of O'Hara & O'Hara, 1223 East 1st Street in Wichita.
That's Grace. We're looking at subs here. Grace Terhune just came back in. Anai, I believe. No, she was already in. No, she just came back. And a third person came back, and I can't tell you who it is. We didn't get them all. Grizzlies trying to clear it out of their own end again. Peyton Benoit with it at midfield. Good ball to Guzman. Guzman chips it forward. That may just be too far on this turf. And it is. It goes out of play. It'll belong to Bishop Carroll. Carroll throws it in. And we resume play. Grizzlies get it back. Here's one for Grace. Grace, a long shot. Little John, an easy save. Hoy with it again for Bishop Carroll. On the near side. Landon Forbes couldn't get to it. Now Marari has it for Northwest. She gives it back to Guzman. Guzman ends up giving it to Forbes, and now Peyton Benoit comes and steals it. Gives it to Guzman. Guzman with some room. Benoit all by herself. She sends one wide to Zoe Baker. Baker sends a bullet and a save by Littlejohn. Grizzlies playing very well here in the first half. Terhune with it. Grace. Now back it comes to Leslie Bravo. Bravo. Oh, she sent it back up the middle to Grace and missed her. And here's a breakaway for Bishop Carroll. And who's there to pick it off but April Isbell? And she quickly distributes it wide to the far side. That one goes into the Carroll bench, and it'll be a throw-in for the Eagles. And coming in for Bishop Carroll are Lauren Sullentrop, number 2, and Lisa Dugan returns, number 22 for the Golden Eagles. 7.5 to go in the first half. Grizzlies lead 1-0. Carroll with the ball at midfield. On the near side, Guzman intercepts it, couldn't control it. Marari gets it back. Centered in front. And pressure being put on by the Grizzlies. And that one goes out off of Guzman. It will belong to Bishop Carroll. And Bishop Carroll will sub in Eve Dugan, number 27, and Avery McCory, number 19. McCory, the younger of 2 McCory sisters who have played on this team. The elder one was the goalkeeper several years ago and is also a basketball player, played a couple years at Pitt, and is now playing in Oklahoma. And that would be Ashton McCory I'm thinking of. Carroll has it at the moment on their own 30. Now on the near side, Avery McCory passes it back. And here's a chance for Carroll. They tried to send one to McCory, and it was intercepted by Bravo. This one on the far side now. Anai with it. And that one's kicked out of play. It'll belong to Northwest. 5:20 to go, first half. One to nothing, Northwest. Baker sends it to Terhune. Terhune gets an artificial surface hop and can't handle it. Now it goes back where Kaylin Heath has it and sends it up the far side, in front of the Grizzly bench. And it looks like Brooklyn Bohannon getting ready to come back in for Northwest. In the meantime, where are we at? 23 is Claire Ferguson comes in for Bishop Carroll. You know what you need? You need what I have, if I can find it. My notebook. Yeah. Let's take a sheet of paper out here and give this young lady some fresh writing materials. And right in the back of that. Now we have a card being given to Terhune. Evidently, Grace invited Matt Wygant to dinner after the game. Not to make light of it, that's This is not the place to get a yellow card. And I didn't see who subbed in for her. Or if anybody did. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, there's 11. I didn't see who came in. You can't cheat on a turf field, ladies. Free kick coming for Lisa Dugan. I'm sorry, Brecken Hoy is taking that one, excuse me. That one is headed, and April Isbell ended up growing 1.5 feet on that play and is standing 7 foot tall and picks that one off. The clock operator here is giving me fits because they're not starting the clock when I do. Out of play to Northwest. 3.5 to go. Bohannon comes in for Northwest to play forward. Now, if we can get a ball to her and she can get the Jets on, maybe she can beat Littlejohn. Benoit sends one up on the near side. That's going to get knocked out of play. Guzman tapped it, couldn't control it. It'll be a throw in for Bishop Carroll. 18 would be Elise Vermeeren comes in for the Eagles. McCory has it on the near side. She centers one. That's a pretty good ball there. Brecken Hoy with it. Back to McCory. McCory looking to center. And it's blocked out of play again by Schilling. And Schilling has just been a veritable wall on defense. Corner kick coming for Bishop Carroll. And it will come with 2 minutes remaining in the half. Don't let him in this late. In the air, way through everything. There's a header loose in front. Isbell has it, falls down, has the ball. And April will bring it out here to top of the key for a goalkeeper distribution. If you joined us late, this is the varsity contest. April Isbell is in goal because of an injury to Liliana Hernandez that occurred with about 20 minutes to go in the half. And I do not see Hernandez on the bench. Is she over there? I'll take your word for it. I still don't see her. Oh, I see her now. Yeah, I do see her. Okay. Here's a loose ball. It's going to go all the way back to Littlejohn, and Littlejohn will pick it off with less than a minute to go in half number one. Carroll with it. Flores amongst those providing defense. There's Peyton Benoit. On the far side it goes, and out of play. It'll be a throw in for Carroll, and they take it quickly. 25 seconds to go. Throw in for Northwest. Comes in for Raylan Grant. No, I'm sorry, Bohannon, rather. This one goes all the way back now to April. April will have a goalkeeper distribution, and the best part about this is we're not going to have the sun in their eyes in the second half. There's the horn. We are at halftime here at Bishop Carroll Family Stadium. Pardon me. The allergies are getting to me again. I've been outside too much today. We're at halftime. Your score at half. No extravaganza, such as it is. We should have a guest here at half. Tyler Frazier is supposed to be our halftime guest. We'll see if he makes it up here. In the meantime, you're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel. This is Grizzlies Soccer.
Friendly is finding a better rate, an instant debit card, scholarships and teacher grants for projects, loans specifically for teachers and healthcare professionals, being the #1 auto lender for a reason. More than $400,000 in community partnerships. Credit Union of America. Welcome to Friendly. Learn more at cuofamerica.com.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Shall we book it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I love it.
Hi friends, Phil Nightingale, General Manager at Mount Hamilton Ford. Have you been thinking about a new SUV? Right now is a great time to buy a new Ford at the big one of 119th and West Kellogg. EcoSport, Escape, Edge, Explorer, Expedition. Mount Hamilton Ford is sure to have the right vehicle to fit your size. And you know you can count on us with this great selection to find the right SUV at the best price to fit your budget. Check us out online or in person. Let us make your purchase easy with pickup and delivery right from your home or work. Mount Hamilton Ford, experience the difference.
Welcome back to Bishop Carroll Family Stadium. We are at halftime of the varsity contest, and the Grizzlies lead 1-0 on a goal by Mirari Flores, assisted by Zoe Baker. Pretty evenly played half, although I will say I thought that Northwest did dominate play overall during the first 40 minutes of this contest. Now the question is, can they do more of the same here in the second half tomorrow night? And Mel Hamilton Ford will be on hand to provide special treats to all in attendance until they run out. And they will also participate in the ceremonial kickoff tomorrow night before the game. And, of course, in between the two games, we have our senior night festivities, and we have 6 seniors on the docket getting recognized tomorrow night. And they are Gabriella Moda, Peyton Benoit, Zoe Baker, well, pardon me, I got the hiccups again. Zoe Baker, Lily Gunn, Grace Terhune, and Leslie Bravo, all getting recognized for their time in the Northwest Grizzlies soccer program. The Grizzlies are off to one side in their team meeting And I say that for only one reason. If you look at your screen, you can see the yellow shirt of Liliana Hernandez across the way. She is over there with the trainer, so she is not with the team. That tells me that in all likelihood, April Isbell will play at least the beginning part of the second half. We'll have to see. I have nothing to base that on except sheer conjecture on my part. So just don't know. But she is over there with the trainer. And she's warming up, so I don't know if she's going to play or if they're just seeing if she can play. We'll find out in 5 minutes and 5 seconds from now. We'll know whether or not she's going to play in the second half because somebody's going to have to go into the nets. Just to tell you what an upset would mean here tonight, again, if we upset Bishop Carroll and beat West tomorrow night at home, we get 2 home games in the playoffs right off the bat because we would be the number 4 seed, which is what we are right now. We're the number 4 seed in 6A. If we lose tonight, we're going to drop to 5, and there's not a thing we can do about it. So this game really does have a lot of meaning for Northwest, and they're playing like it has a lot of meaning for them, and I'm proud of the team and proud of what they've done so far in this game. Now the question is this. The last 3 games, they have come out horribly flat in the second half. They need not to come out flat in the second half. They need to have the same intensity. And you know Bishop Carroll's going to make some adjustments because the Grizzlies are playing to Bishop Carroll's strength, and that is bringing the ball up the side. Northwest has stopped that. So if Bishop Carroll changes their game plan offensively, Northwest needs to be able to react to that. We'll see how all that plays out here very shortly. Let's take one more time out here, and then we'll be back with our second half. Back in 2 minutes, you're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel, and this is Grizzly Soccer.
Intrust Bank is a major sponsor of the Northwest Soccer program through the Eric Profit Scholarship Tournament. At Intrust Bank, we place our values at the center of everything we do. It's a philosophy we have followed for more than 140 years. This principled approach to business is encapsulated into 3 words: tradition for today. This principle makes us different from the rest. Check out Intrust Bank today at intrustbank.com.
This property and it's sold right.
Shall we book it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love it.
Hi friends, Bill Nightingale, General Manager of Mel Hamilton Ford. Are you looking for a used car, truck, or SUV? With the largest selection in the state, you're sure to find the vehicle you're searching for at Mel Hamilton Ford. At the Big Corner, customers are number 1, so every used vehicle is checked out in our shop by a certified technician before it goes out on the lot for sale. Shop Mel Hamilton Ford first, a dealer you can trust. Visit us out on West Kellogg today or shop us online at mhford.com. Mel Hamilton Ford, experience the difference.
Grizzly Soccer Online is supported by Todd Eflin Narrates. I'm the voice you hear on our sponsor announcements. My wife is an alum of Northwest, and this is my 6th season as your announcer. I was a longtime radio personality in Wichita and now do full-time voice acting. You can use my voice for your business, like product or training videos, telephone systems, radio or TV spots, and audiobooks. Learn more online at toddeflin.com. That's TODDEFLIN.com.
Welcome back to Bishop Carroll Family Stadium. We're awaiting the start of the second half. Grizzlies will be playing into the wind, and there's looking at the flag. The flag hasn't changed much. It's about 5 miles an hour at most. The big advantage they have is that Leah Littlejohn will be looking into the setting sun. And if the Grizzlies can get the ball to Littlejohn, they may just be able to use the sun as a weapon. So we'll see how that goes. So Grizzlies will play in their white uniforms from right to left as you're watching this on your computer screen. And Liliana Hernandez is back in the game for Northwest. So a big kudos for Ashley Isbell for a job well done in an unexpected relief role in the first half when Liliana went down injured. Carroll will kick off. And we're about set here for some more soccer here at Bishop Carroll Family Stadium. Can the Grizzlies hang on for 40 minutes? We're underway. Terhune playing on a yellow card, which she got in the first half for saying something she should not have. I'm assuming they called that dissent when she got her card. Flores with it for Northwest. Gives it back to Baker. Baker to Terhune. Terhune now back to Bravo. Bravo sends one up in the direction of 2-2, Peyton Benoit. Peyton sends it wide to Guzman. Guzman sends it deep, but too far for Peyton to get to. And back down comes Bishop Carroll with it. On the far side, they're going back to their normal strategy of bringing it down the side and then centering it somehow. There's a centering pass that goes over the goal line. It'll be a goal kick. Let's take 10 seconds back. This is Grizzly Soccer.
Soccer on the Internet is brought to you in part by the family of Glenn and Camille Nyberg, longtime supporters of the soccer program and the annual golf tournament in memory of Glenn.
Huh? Oh, that's right. She played in JV. Yeah, she can't play in the second half. You're right. A point was just pointed out to me by our executive producer that Ashley Isbell can't play in this half. Well, she can't play at all.
No, I know. April, not Ashley.
Yeah, I meant you can't play either.
I don't want to play.
You're not eligible.
It's okay. I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that. This is the problem. Who's the Weisenheimer that came up with that one?
Blame my husband.
Yeah, what's his first name?
Technically it's Carl, but he goes by Andy.
He goes by, what does Andy start with? Yes. Another mess created by the Isbell family. Carroll with the ball at their 25-yard line. 3 minutes gone here in half number 2. Here's a chance. Violet Gunn gets a head on it and stops the shot and then clears it out of danger. Nice play by Violet Gunn, and that's the kind of defense this team needs. Quick throw in and back out to center it comes. Peyton Benoit comes in to help on defense now. And here's one on the near side. Centering pass. That'll be a corner kick for Bishop Carroll. And I'll be honest with you, folks. I am now looking at the north goal through 2 panes of dirty tinted glass and can't see a thing. Loose in front, goes over the top of everything. That'll be a goal kick. It would behoove the Northwest Grizzlies to find the net at the other end of the field and pop one or two into it. But what everybody said was right is Bishop Carroll defense is good. They are so solid. Flores up to Benoit. Benoit. She gets a nice lead pass over there for Marari. Marari at the 15 is checked off the ball, and here comes Bishop Carroll back with it. That one goes out of play. It'll belong to Northwest. Over here on the near side come the Golden Eagles. Nice run through and a nice play again defensively, this time by Kaylin Heath. Knock that ball out of play and prevent the shot. Well, as we were discussing before we had the name confusion here, April Isbell is not eligible to play anymore tonight because she played the entire JV game, and you can only play in 3 halves in one day. Acacia rule. I would personally like to see that rule amended for goalkeepers, because it doesn't make any sense. Peyton Benoit heads it forward. Now it's popped back forward by Carroll. That one out of play to the Grizzlies. 7 minutes gone. Second half rather. 1-0, Northwest. Out to center it comes. Flores sends it wide. And that one is just sent out there, hoping that Peyton can get to it. Guzman gives chase, can't catch up with it. And here comes Carroll back with it. Here's trouble. That one goes over the goal line, and that will be a goal kick for Northwest. Let's go ahead and take 10. We'll be back.
Grizzly Soccer on YouTube is being brought to you in part by Mel Hamlin Ford, 11771 West Kellogg. We're better. We're proving it. You be the judge.
Kaylin Heath set for the goal kick. Out it comes towards center. Carroll intercepts it. Violet Gunn couldn't get it away from him. Oh, my goodness, that was trouble. That one hit the football goal post or crossbar. I guess Liliana got a piece of it because they're giving him a corner. I did not see where Liliana touched it, but On the far side, in the air it goes. Loose in front. I'm sorry, that's got to be a foul. And nobody's called a thing and a score. I don't believe that. That was, I don't know who scored it. I was otherwise occupied. It's tied at 1, and it looks like Anahi is okay. Far be it for me to argue with the officials, but I think they missed that one.
Absolutely, they did.
Back underway. Now we're tied at 1. And the one thing we didn't want to do was let Carroll break the ice. They have now done that. Leah Hankey ended up scoring the goal in the fray in front of the net. Here comes Zoe Baker with it at the 30. That one gets knocked out of play. It'll belong to Carroll. And Carroll will sub in a fray of players over there. Don't worry about it. Throw in comes in. Carroll controls it.
Oh, come on.
Now they're going to call a foul on Peyton. It'll be a free kick for Carroll from the 25. And a quick touch makes it now direct. And that one will go wide. It'll be a goal kick for Northwest. Let's take 10 seconds. I'll be back. This is Grizzly Soccer.
Many thanks to the families of James McNeese and David and Luana Clark for their support of Grizzly Soccer.
Waiting a goal kick from Kaylin Heath. Don't like the way this is going. There's a shot and a save by Hernandez. Liliana, pretty nice boot over there to Guzman, and then Guzman lost it. Don't want the Grizzlies to lose their composure here. Gunn couldn't clear it out. Now Baker tries to. She can't either. There's a nice stop that time by Bravo. Leslie still with it. Gives it to Lillian Schilling, who kicks it into the bleachers on the far side. And it will be a throw-in for Bishop Carroll. 26:30 to go. Second half, tied at 1. We have another stoppage of play here. Looks like it's Hernandez that's the problem again. Well, the bottom line is, if she's hurt, she needs to come out. Ashley, could you move the camera a little bit to the right? Sure. There we go. Trainers are still looking at her. Now she's coming out. So who is our backup goalie in the event that April is not available? We'll see who puts on the jersey. Is that Raylan Grant holding a jersey over there? So it looks like Raylan Grant will be the goalkeeper for Northwest. They're going to put Peyton in goal? Yep, she's putting on the shirt, all right. Peyton Benoit will be in goal. Raylan Grant was just the messenger. Be nice if they could give her a few 30 seconds to take a couple of shots, you know. But they don't do that in soccer. They don't let you warm up. Here comes the throw in. Well, this will be interesting. Here's a shot and the first save of the night by Peyton Benoit. And a nice boot by Peyton out to center gets the crowd going. Raylan Grant sends one up. Mirari Flores takes Peyton's place up at forward. And Mirari Flores is pushed down. Well, she gets up laughing about it anyway. Carroll with it on the far side. That one's going to go over everything. That'll be a goal kick. And let's take 10. We'll be back. This is Grizzly Soccer.
This portion of Soccer on YouTube is sponsored by McCurdy Auction and Realty. East 13th, just east of K96 Highway. Real estate, but better.
Back at Bishop Carroll Family Stadium, awaiting the goal kick. Peyton Benoit takes it herself, and Kaylin Mueller went down. I think she went down under her own power. Grace Long centers one for Breckenhoy, who sends it far wide. Lights are on here at Bishop Carroll. And Mueller sends it out to center. Mirari Flores can't get to it. And Bishop Carroll's going to bring it back down. And Peyton Benoit gets another one. Mirari Flores brings it down. Well, not knowing what the problem is with Liliana. But if she is going to go into concussion protocol, that'll make it very interesting tomorrow night as to see what happens. But I guarantee you, if Liliana cannot go tomorrow night, April will go in the varsity game, and the JV is going to have to find a goalkeeper. Benoit will pop it out again. Benoit, the third goalkeeper of the night for Northwest. Out it goes, and we have a substitution coming in for Northwest, among others. I don't suppose we know who those people are. It looks like Sawyer Ross coming in, number 13. And I can't see who's the trailer. Through the 2 panes of glass that I have to look through now. We'll let Amber tell me who it is. 3, 2. Gabriella Mota is back in. And Heath, I think, is going to take this one, which is just fine. 22 and change remaining, 1-1 tie. Bishop Carroll tied it about 5 minutes ago on a shot which, in my humble opinion, should never have been allowed to be taken. That one's out of play. It'll be a corner kick for Carroll. On the far side. There it is. It's in the air. Loose in front. Peyton Benoit corrals it. And then boots it out to the center spot. Raylan Grant can't control it. And now Brooklyn Bohannon is down. Is that Brooklyn? Oh, that's Marari. Marari is injured. That one goes out of play. It'll be a corner kick for Bishop Carroll. Let's see if they do anything with Marari Flores. She is hobbling out there. She needs to get out. And what she really needs to do is to sit down so she can get the referee's attention. That one goes over for a goal kick. Back in 10, this is Grizzly Soccer.
Grizzly Soccer on YouTube is brought to you in part by the Ron and Christy McMeekin family, proud supporters of Grizzly Soccer.
Grace Terhune comes back in for Northwest, and she's joined by Angie Rodriguez-Guzman. Flores goes out. And they'll look at her leg. Zoe Baker, Anai also takes another breather. There's a shot and a save by Peyton. Bohannon with it. And they call a foul on Carroll. It'll be a free kick for Northwest. Sawyer Ross fighting for it, among others. And here's a free run for Bishop Carroll up the side. And very alertly, Kaylin Heath knocks it out of play for a throw-in, but it gives the Grizzlies a chance to reset their defense. Out to center it comes. Lindsay Mall with it. And a foul's called on Guzman. Now I'm having a hard time seeing the ball myself in this twilight. Up the near side, Breckenhoy dishes it off. Pretty nice pass. Centering pass, there's trouble, but it's cleared up by Grace Terhune. Guzman goes down. That one hits the referee. Bohannon out of play, and coming back in is Anai, and Bohannon goes out. Bishop Carroll on their own 40. Resets their offense. Bringing it down the far side. So here Ross can't get control of it. And Bishop Carroll with it again. Long run by Carroll, and a centering pass is intercepted. And where did it go? We have a throw in on the far side. Gosh, this is very difficult to see through. Well, I may have to do that. I could do that too. Back out it comes to center. Breckenhoy's going to get a shot off. Off the crossbar, thank you. And Schilling puts it out of play. Throw in coming for BC. And Peyton Benoit corrals that one. I don't know a lot about Peyton Benoit's club ball history, but she's obviously played goal before. Kaylin Mueller can't get it back. Out of play to Bishop Carroll. Out of play to Bishop Carroll again. And Sawyer Ross sends one wide. Nobody there to get it for Northwest. Anai giving chase. Loose in front. Peyton with a save, and I was admiring the chuck by, I think it was Kaylin Heath that did it. Now Carroll has a player slow to get up, and they're going to stop. Well, they haven't stopped the clock yet, but they called a foul. Clock continues to run, approaching 12:30 in regulation. That one goes off of Terhume's foot and is tapped out of play by Violet Gunn, and will have another throw in for Carroll. Foul called. This time it'll be a free kick for Northwest. Zoe Baker and Merari Flores getting set to come back in for the Grizzlies at their next sub opportunity. Kaylin Heath will take this one and launches one up toward Guzman. Carroll pokes it away, and here come the Eagles. That one is blocked, and now we've got another, gosh almighty, got another injury to a Grizzly. It's Gabriella Mota that's limping around in the backfield. That one goes out of play. It should belong to Northwest, and it does. Okay, coming in along with Merari Flores and Zoe Baker is Leslie Bravo, who I was just about to say has not been in a while. And I was wondering if there was an issue with her. Evidently not. But Bravo will come in and replace Mota. Ball thrown in to the 40 by Northwest. Terhune with it now at midfield. Gray still fighting to keep it and sends it back now. That one is launched forward by Heath, and here comes Carroll back with it. On the near side, a chance for a cross. They send it back, and it's intercepted by Mueller. Mueller sends it out of play. It'll be a throw in for Carroll. Less than 10 minutes to go now in the second half. Here comes the throw in at the 20. Kaylin St. Vrain has it. Now it comes back out here, and we'll just have another throw in deeper. Isabel Mull, the forward. Centered one. It's knocked out of play. Pretty nice play by you-know-who. That would be Miss number 21, Lillian Schilling. Carroll brought in a sub, huh? Yeah, they brought in Leah Hankey again, who's got the only goal of the night for Carroll. Loose in front. And we have a goal kick for Northwest. If you're just joining us, this is Bishop Carroll and Northwest varsity contest. Pardon me. Peyton Benoit is in goal for Northwest. Liliana Hernandez injured twice in this game. And April Isbell finished off the first half in her place, but was ineligible to play in this half. Grizzlies can't get it out of their own end. This is not boding well either. Grace Long with it. And nice poke there by Flores. Morari splits two defenders, has some room for herself, and sends it wide on the far side. Anai with it. Sends one for Guzman. Guzman tried to pop it forward for Flores and couldn't get it to her. Terhune with it. And Terhune feeds it to a green shirt. 7 minutes to go. Good play by Violet Gunn. Taking on Grace Long. Sent forward by Carroll, and that one goes over everything, and it will be a goal kick. Let's take it with them. Back in 10, this is Grizzly Soccer.
Grizzly Soccer on YouTube is being brought to you in part by the Tom Lassiter family, proud supporters of Grizzly Soccer in memory of Carla.
I want to remind everybody that the Eric Prophet number 19 Memorial Scholarship Golf Tournament will be coming up June 19th. You can find out how to either play in the tournament, become a sponsor, or do both, and we need plenty of both. You can go to NW Grizzlies Golf, NW Grizzlies plural golf.com, and about participating in this year's Eric Prophet Golf Tournament. Guzman gave it a run there. That's the most penetration we've had in this half against Littlejohn. We've got a goalkeeper back there who is, when the sun was still out, was ripe to be scored on, and we haven't been able to get the ball down there, much less shoot it. Centering pass, blocked there by Heath. They get it right back, and another save by Benoit. Four and a half to go now. And, you know, with Carroll, if Carroll keeps the press like this, eventually somebody is going to score, and there it is. Grace Long puts it in for Carroll to give Carroll the lead. Just saying, we cannot play the entire game in front of Peyton Benoit and not expect them to score. Breckenhoy gets the assist on the goal by Grace Long. And it's a shame. And you certainly can't blame Peyton Benoit for that one. Now the Grizzlies need to get a goal to force overtime. Littlejohn touches the ball for the first time this half. Out to center it comes. Out of play to Northwest. I don't know if it's me or what, but this field seems awfully dark tonight. Looks good on your picture at home, though. That probably has something to do with the outstanding photography of our executive producer. And Peyton will here's a chance for Carroll and another goal. Three to 1, and that may just be it, folks. That was Darby Howard scores for Bishop Carroll, number 7. The third goal of the night. And that's the insurance goal. I think Northwest would be very hard pressed to be able to come back from 2 down with only 3 minutes to go. This would help if I started the clock. Zoe Baker steals it. Splits 2 defenders. Gets it to Anai. And Anai lost it. Here comes Carroll back. 3-on-4. That one gets kicked into the bleachers across the way. Very nearly another goal. Throw in quickly from Bishop Carroll. Grace Long, who scored a moment ago. That one kicked out of play by Marari. 90 seconds remaining in the game. Carroll sends it back from center. Less than a minute to go now. Marari Flores at midfield. To Terhune. Say this, the Grizzlies haven't given up. This one comes up where Kalen Mueller gets a foot on it. Now Terhune fighting forward on the far side. That'll do it. 5-4, 3-2-1. And we are final. Final score. Bishop Carroll 3, Northwest 1. We'll be back to wrap this up in 2 minutes. Stay with us. This is Grizzly Soccer.
Intrust Bank is a major sponsor of the Northwest Soccer program through the Eric Profit Scholarship Tournament. At Intrust Bank, we place our values at the center of everything we do. It's a philosophy we have followed for more than 140 years. This principled approach to business is encapsulated into 3 words: tradition for today. This principle makes us different from the rest. Check out Intrust Bank today at intrustbank.com.
Shall we book it?
Yeah.
Hi friends, Bill Nightingale, General Manager of Mel Hamilton Ford. Are you looking for a used car, truck, or SUV? With the largest selection in the state, you're sure to find the vehicle you're searching for at Mel Hamilton Ford. At the Big Corner, customers are number one, so every used vehicle is checked out in our shop by a certified technician before it goes out on the lot for sale. Shop Mel Hamilton Ford first, a dealer you can trust. Visit us out on West Kellogg today or shop us online at mhford.com. Mel Hamilton Ford, experience the difference.
Grizzly Soccer Online is supported by Todd Eflin Narrates. I'm the voice you hear on our sponsor announcements. My wife is an alum of Northwest, and this is my 6th season as your announcer. I was a longtime radio personality in Wichita and now do full-time voice acting. You can use my voice for your business, like product or training videos, telephone systems, radio or TV spots, and audiobooks. Learn more online at toddeflin.com. That's TODDEFLIN.com.
Back at Bishop Carroll Family Stadium, where the Grizzlies fall tonight 3-1 to the Golden Eagles, and they will have one game left on their season. They hope to finish 10-6 with a win over West High tomorrow. Tomorrow is senior night. JV will play Bishop Carroll's C team tomorrow at 5 o'clock. We'll be on the air with that one at 4:45. Then the senior night festivities will occur in between games. Mel Hamilton night is tomorrow night. They will be there with ice cream, treats, and God only knows what else tomorrow night. And then, of course, the varsity contest against West, which is a must-win in order to get a home field game on Monday or Tuesday of next week. So that being said, we hope you can come out to Northwest tomorrow night and cheer them on in person. If you can't tune us in, we're on the air at 4:45 tomorrow on NWHS Grizz. For our outstanding spotter and statistician, Amber Isbell, and our executive producer, her mom, Ashley, this is Kevin Arkin saying good night from Bishop Carroll, where once again the Grizzlies fall 3-1. See you tomorrow.